Ah, what's that? Just a mosquito, no worries.
3 weeks later.
I need to see a doctor.
Come in. Dad, how you doing?
I've been better.
Come sit down.
Okay, thanks.
Have you been anywhere these holidays?
Yeah, I actually went to Rio for the World Cup, stayed in a nice tropical area.
Ah, sounds like fun. So what seems to be the problem?
Well, lately I've been sweating non-stop and shivering like crazy. I also have a terrible fever that has had me vomiting uncontrollably. As well as that, I feel tired and exhausted all the time. My muscles are in agony every time I move.
Well, judging from these symptoms, it doesn't look like a normal cold or fever. It seems something a little bit more serious. We're going to have to run a few more tests to be sure. Okay, the first test we're going to do is just a simple blood test.
Oh, okay. Are there going to be any needles?
No, it's just a simple finger prick. Finger, please.
Ah! Ah! So what are these blood tests actually for?
Well, these tests are to see if there are any parasites in your bloodstream. They're going to take a little while to come through, so we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Eventually.
Oh no! Oh, he's got me.
Hey doc, is there a problem? Alright, I'll come in ASAP. So doctor, what seems to be the problem?
Listen, Ed, there's no easy way to say this, but from your blood test, we found the malaria parasite in your bloodstream. Hey! Jesus Christ. Listen, they completely destroyed a very high percentage of your red blood cells in the part of the blood that we took from you. It seems like that you had a form of malaria called falciparum, which is a very serious form of malaria.
So what happens from here?
Well, we're going to have to run a few diagnostic tests.
What will these diagnostic tests do?
Well, these rapid diagnostic tests have the potential to significantly improve the management of malaria and infections. The diagnostic test we will be running is called a microscopy test. We'll be inspecting your blood through a microscope to further check for the falciparum parasite that is the cause for malaria. I'm afraid we're going to need to get another blood sample.
Oh no, not hard.
See you in another 3 hours, Ned.
3 hours later.
So how do you know I've got malaria?
Well, one way that it can be transmitted is through a mosquito bite.
So how exactly did this happen?
Well, the mosquito that bit you carried the plasmodium parasite called falciparum. The mosquito gets this from biting a person or animal that's already been infected. The parasite goes through various changes to enable it to infect the next creature the mosquito bites. Once it's in you, it multiplies in the liver and changes again, ready to infect the next mosquito that bites you. It then enters the bloodstream and invades red blood cells. Eventually, these blood cells do burst, sending the parasite around the body, which are causing the malaria symptoms you're facing right now.
But I thought malaria was rare in Australia.
Yes, but seeing that you did go to Brazil recently and stayed in a tropical area, I'm assuming you've been bitten by a malaria carrying mosquito that was in Brazil.
Okay, so is there treatment?
Well, we don't know the severity yet, but we will start treatment as soon as possible. To treat malaria, we will prescribe you with drugs that are active against the formation of the parasite in the blood. These drugs are called antimalarials. The drug we will prescribe to you is called a chloroquine. For your first dose, take a 600 milligram dose of chloroquine and then dose of 300 milligrams 6, 24 and 48 hours after your initial dose.
Thanks.
Alright, that's all I can really do for you at the moment. Hopefully it isn't anything severe.
Thanks a million, doctor. If worst comes to worst, I'll give you a call.